Small. Bucs just lost to the Patriots in New England, bro.
Big. Unfortunately, that was a home game.
That game was in Tampa?
Yes, sir.
Bro, I couldn't tell, man. There was so many Patriots jerseys, man. It's crazy, man.
And that's probably why we took that L. Lack of support.
Man, that and more in the next episode of Buccaneers Captain Report.
Stay tuned. Stay locked in. Are you ready? Are you ready?
And welcome to Buccaneers Captain Report. I'm Big, he is Small,
AKA Jive.
and we are coming to you after a heartbreaking Buccaneers loss to the Patriots. This loss was very frustrating. How do you feel about this dumb, stupid game, bro?
To start off with, I'm a little lost for words, Big, to be honest with you.
All right.
Because I woke up this morning, slept in a little bit. Feeling good. Knowing I was gonna link up with you, was gonna have some good food, watch a good game,
Drank some good drinks.
drink some good drinks. And you know what? I knew it was gonna be a good game, but in favor of us winning. We got a little bit of rain today. And currently right now, the rain has seemed to stop. But for some reason, I still feel the dark clouds over me, bro.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark, but it's not like apocalyptic or nothing.
Yeah. I feel like this was a game that we were supposed to win, though, still.
A small part of me feel like that's a game. This is a matchup that we're supposed to win, but it's okay. We will be just fine. I think.
Sure hope so. Well, I don't hope so, because we will.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know what my favorite phrase is? Y'all still gotta come see us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, how did the score ended up being 28-23? So, how did this dumb score came to be?
Well, let's get into it then. All right, first quarter. Let's go. Patriots winning the first, so we get the ball first. Big. Look, the Bucs established the run game early. Got a couple of good plays from the run game. And also, Baker was successful with connecting with the receivers. Ultimately, at the end, back with his superstar rookie receiver, and ended up getting a touchdown, making the score off back 7-0. Bucks
sir.
up.
Yes, sir.
And that's on the first drive.
Yeah, the 21-yard touchdown to Emeka
Abuka.
And things was looking sweet.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I did notice was, I wish Durant had continued, was Drake Mays' first time playing in the rain, looking a bit uncomfortable. So they had a 3-and-out their first drive. I have to highlight and show love to special teams because every week I give them such a hard time, but they did a good job when they punted the ball and pinned them down their goal line. So kudos to them on that. That turned up the Bucs defense. Winfield actually being impactful on that drive by almost getting an INT, so that gave them a 3-and-out to stop their drive. Bucs' third drive was a 3-and-out, ended with Baker getting sacked for a 10-yard loss. Now, when the Patriots get the punt, they get a penalty, which we gain back to 10 yards. And right before the end of the first quarter, Drake Mays was able to get a touchdown off of a play action. Now we're into the second quarter. Bucs' first drive in the second quarter was a 3-and-out. Pat's first official drive, second quarter, was a 3-and-out. Bucs ended up getting a 3-point field goal, which was the only score that we had in the second quarter. Drake Mays pulled a hat trick once again at the end of the second quarter, connecting with Diggs on a 4th-and-goal, putting the Pats up 14-10. So what's your take on this first half, Big?
So the first half, the major difference is they scored touchdowns, and we scored a touchdown and a field goal. So that's the story of the first half.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
What I took from the first half is I saw where the game was headed. I wasn't expecting it to go the way that it went at the end of regulation when the clock hit 0-0. I thought we was going to get the W. But it looked like it was going to be a good game. Nothing really stood out. Like I said, one thing that I did notice is I think there was only like 2 penalties.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about the coordinators that play checkers versus the coordinators that play chess, one thing that did stand out, because I've even said this in the past, that when it comes to clock management, our coordinators suck when it comes to clock management. If it's not the coordinators and it's the personnel that's on the field, but the coordinators are telling the players to look out for that and be on the lookout for that and do this when it comes to clock management, then the coaches and the coordinators need to really stay on top of the players on that. And this is why I tell you that. They deferred for us to get the ball. They managed the clock so well to where they knew that the only person that would have the ball in their hand last would be the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird because that's what we usually do.
Yeah. For example, that last play that they had, that last drive, Patriots' last drive at the second quarter, if you notice that they purposely tried to run Drake Mays in just to, you know, squeeze out that clock.
Once again, that's one of our moves.
Yeah, and
I've seen us do so.
And they showed no kind of panic at all whatsoever. You know, got the touchdown at the very last seconds to Diggs. and was able to get another touchdown right before halftime. All right, so that stood out.
So with that being said, to me, it sounded like we were playing our equal straight up, because all that stuff you said, that stuff we usually do, that stuff I've seen us do. So coaching is just as good as ours.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, they definitely watched film on us because they use exactly what we do against us, and that probably discombobulated our coordinators.
I don't think it did, because there's nothing we could do. That's why it always works so well for us, because when we're doing it, when the other team is on defense, there's literally nothing they can do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They can't stop us or the clock, just like we can stop them or the clock. We're just going along for the ride, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I got you. Patriots get the ball first at the second half. Their first drive, second play, their rookie, second string running back, Henderson, gets a 55-yard touchdown run to put the score 21-10. In between the next touchdown, there was a few in and outs, nothing special. Baker would get a touchdown to Tez Johnson, which at the end gave us a show with his popular silly backflip that put the score 21-16.
Love them backflips.
On that touchdown, the reason why the score is 21-16 is because the Bucs attempted a 2-point conversion that was short once again, and we haven't had many of our 2-point conversions completed this season at all. So I'm still confused on why we're attempting on it. On the Patriots' next drive, they showed a little bit of confidence and a little bit of cockiness on their next drive by trying to go for it on the 4th and 5th and failed to do so. Now, nothing else, no other scores happened in the third quarter. Let's jump into the fourth quarter. So on that fourth quarter, nothing really happened till under 6 minutes, where Travion Henderson gets another long yard run that ended up being a 69-yard touchdown to put the score to 28-16, which really, I thought, honestly, was going to be the end of the game. But Baker Mayfield did what Baker Mayfield does and connected with Tez Johnson at 1:33 seconds in the game, putting the score up to 28-23, which ultimately was the final score of the game. So, Big, what's your take on the second half and in general with the game and whole?
So the first thing is the 2-point conversion. You said you didn't like the 2-point conversion. You didn't understand why we were going for it.
I know. I understood why we was going for it. I just feel as though, man, shit, I done failed the past 3-4 times doing it, but I understand why we do it.
Okay,
it's not that I don't understand.
Okay, because I was going to say, to me, it made perfect sense, because if we get that 2-point conversion,
the score would have been 28-25.
We down by 3. Awesome, great.
But we still went out of time because they don't know how to do clock management. Because they got beat, they got outplayed with clock management.
We talking about us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I won't say we don't know how to.
That's why I rephrased it, Big.
That's why I
rephrased it, Big. That's why I said we got beat or outplayed by clock management.
We know how to do a clock. I think, I don't know, but it made sense to me because we failed. But even if we failed, we would have been.
You mean even if we succeeded?
No, we failed. So even if we kicked the field goal, we would have been down by 4. So kicking the field goal for real don't make sense. I mean, we still had a bunch of time, so that probably was not the right spot to do it. But I understood why we was doing it. We wanted to be down by 3, and 3 means we tie the game with a field goal instead of having to score a touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even with that big mistake made in the fourth quarter, until 1 minute and 31 seconds, that's when Travion Henderson scored his touchdown. Our defense stood up for the whole fourth, and they tried to score and they couldn't score, and gave our offense 3 chances to go up. You know, when we stopped them 3 times back to back to back to back, the score was 21-16, bro. A touchdown and we go up 2, and if we scored a touchdown, I imagine we would go for 2 to put the game up by 3. So we had 3 different chances for our offense to take the lead, and we couldn't. To me, that's one of the biggest things in this game. But the absolute biggest thing to me is looking at the box score. The Patriots scored a touchdown in the first, second, third, and fourth. The Bucs scored touchdown in the first, third, and fourth. So that one field goal that in the back of my mind was like, this might not be good, but we'll be okay. That was the difference in the game. We should have, well, I guess we couldn't because we had to take points, but we needed the points, bro. You know what I'm saying? We needed the score, not just 3.
I just said even if we would have got it, the score would have been 28-25. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't really got no take on that. Really, I don't even really got no take on the second half at all.
I like what the offense did to try to push the comeback, but it was too little, too late. Like the defense gave you 3 whole ass chances to go up, and you couldn't. Baker didn't look hurt. He played much better than the last 2 games.
But he didn't look.
That's good.
But he didn't look 100%. Yeah. So speaking of Baker, looking at the stats, and you'll get into the stats, but looking at the stats, Baker's numbers look better than Drake May's numbers, and I was quite disappointed. And the only reason why we started this show off the way we did is because I was quite disappointed in how we was hearing MVP chants when the Patriots and Drake Mays had the ball and was driving it down the field. That was probably the score, and us losing wasn't the most disappointing thing. It was the fact that there was a whole bunch of Patriots. That the loss made it, just alone with hearing chants of another quarterback at our home field, made it more frustrating than the loss itself. But let's get into the stats and the breakdown.
As far as the stats, Drake May and Baker Mayfield had very similar days. Drake May was 16 for 31, 270 yards. Baker Mayfield was 28 of 43, 273 yards. 3 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdowns and an interception for Drake May. That interception was caused by one Tyke Smith. Boy was playing angry all game, bro. And that was a great INT because they was about to score, man. So
yeah, they was at the goal line.
Yep.
After a completion from Drake Mays to Hollins on that 56-yard completion and put them at the goal line. So that interception came at a perfect time. And I kept calling the whole time the second half, man, where my interception at? Where my interception at?
Do you remember us sacking him at all?
No. No, we don't got no sacks.
right, sir.
Oh, no sacks.
No sacks, bro. We had 15 sacks the last 3 games, averaging 5 sacks a game. No sacks. But let's get back to it. Travion Henderson had 14 carries for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. Do you know what's crazy about that, bro? Just 2 plays, he had 124 rushing yards. Those 2
56
long,
and 57.
Yep, those 2 long. If you take away,
Well, not 56, but
and 69, I think it was it? It was 55 and 69.
yeah.
Yeah, so you take away, I mean, I know we can't, but we take away those 2 touchdowns. He would have 12 carries for 4 yards, 23 yards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think the defense played that bad. We just had some misses, bro.
Miscues, missed tackles.
Some miscues. Sean had 9 carries for 53 yards. Fun fact, Sean Tucker is the first running back to run for more than 50 yards on the Patriots in 10 weeks, I want to say. It's a record that we have, and if Sean Tucker didn't get over 50 yards, they would have broke our record. So we still keep that record of running backs running less than 50 yards. As far as
What do you mean? What?
It's a record that we have, like our defense has. We have a stretch, I think it's like 10 games of no running back running over 50 yards on us.
Oh,
It's not a record now. It's like
yeah, I see what you're saying.
in,
I see what you're
like
saying.
in past years.
Yeah.
So we still keep that record because he got 3 yards over 50. As far as receiving yards, they have their leading receiver was Mac Hollins. He had 6 receptions for 105 yards. And Emeka Buka, he had a really big day. 6 receptions for 115 yards and a touchdown, which I feel like he could have had more, but they figured out all we have basically is Emeka Buka, and they started putting coverage all over him, so he just wasn't open. Cade was our second with 9 receptions for 82 yards. Tez had 4 receptions for 42 yards, and Tez had 2 touchdowns. Sterling Shepard got 3 receptions for 20 yards. Rashard White got in the game, 5 receptions for 16 yards. That's about it for receiving right there. Ike Smith had 4 tackles, 4 assists. Levante 6. Jamel Dean had 4 tackles. As far as yards, they outgained us in yards, 435 to 371. They had like 10 more passing yards than us, 269 to 258. And as a team, they had 166 rushing yards. Do it feel like they had 166 rushing yards? Because it feel like they had like 266 rushing yards, right? Like, it don't feel like 166, but that's what they have. And we beat them in everything from first down to third down efficiency to the number of plays. We sacked May once, they sacked Baker twice, and we beat them in time of possession. So it was an evenly matched game, man. I feel like the big difference is We should have scored a touchdown in that second quarter instead of a field goal. And that's all I got.
Let's get into the planks and MVP.
Okay. All right. You first.
My MVP, let me do my walking the plank and get it out of the way. My walking the plank is Sterling Shepard. He had a couple of opportunities where he could have got some blocks in and had a couple of missed blocks. And he had a crucial penalty. And he just wasn't impactful. So Sterling Shepard is on my walking the plank. My MVP is Tyke Smith with the interception. And if the offense was actually able to capitalize off that, we would have actually won the game. That interception would have been the turning point. So, and he has eight tackles, one interception. So Tyke Smith is my MVP. Sterling Shepard is walking my plank.
Heard that. Those are very good. I have trouble trying to find somebody to walk the plank. So can I just keep walking the plank?
Nah, give it to somebody. I don't care if you give it to a coach. Give it to somebody.
I'm having issues. I want to say,
for you not to have not one person walking the plank, that means to tell me everybody played perfect.
I want to say
everybody did.
I want to say the fourth quarter offense for getting 3 different opportunities to go up and failed on all 3. So that's who's walking my plank. The fourth quarter offense. And I hate to have the same MVP as you, but MVP is Tyke Smith because he made the most impactful play of the game. If we had won that game, it would have been because of Tyke Smith's interception in the end zone.
I agree.
Yep. That is probably the best player of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I agree because that's exactly what I said.
No, you ain't said what.
I 100%.
What I said. You said some other stuff.
I said his interception turned around. I've won that game. The turning point of us winning that game.
I ain't hear you say if we had won that game.
I know, but I said it.
Okay. Well, I agree with what Small said. If we had won that game, it would have been because of Tyke Smith. So that was the most impactful play of the game. Too bad we couldn't
capitalize off of it.
Yep. That would have been great if we could.
And you know what I said too on our pregame? I said one of the key things that we need to be successful at doing is when we get them turnovers, is capitalizing.
Yep.
And what did we not do? Capitalize.
You would have won if we
would have scored.
If we capitalized
off of it.
But hey, it's just another week. It's okay. Our next 2 opponents is the Bills and the Rams. We need to win at least one of those games, preferably the Rams. The beginning of our year went so well that you never want to lose games, but we could lose a game and it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Screw this game.
Yeah. This was the dumbest game. To think that we had to wait 2 weeks.
It's a dumb game.
To think that we had to wait 2 weeks to watch this game, bro. It was a dumb, stupid game.
I'm not even blaming on the game. The game had some exciting parts to it and everything. That was just throwing me and irking my nerves, bro. It's just, and I said it in one of our episodes. I said it. I just hate, and I know hate is a strong word and it's a bad word to use. Love the Buck fans that support and everything, but the city in general just makes me just not want to be. If the Bucs was at another city, I would have loved it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That sucked.
But the city just sucked. How they don't just support the team.
I mean,
like it
no,
just makes no sense.
I think
bro.
we're saying it wrong. It's just that we get so many transplant, and Boston is like a big transplant area for us. Like down here, is so many of them. I already knew what it was going to be, bro. Boston, New York, whether it's Jets or Giants.
Bro, it's listen, it's a
like they finna show a big.
We coming off of a bye week.
Yep.
We coming off of a bye week. It's not the first weekend. It's the second weekend of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Your bills and everything should already be paid for. You know what I'm saying? I know we're struggling in the economy. You might have some tickets and the probably resource with tickets and everything. I understand all that. But damn, this shit just is fucking.
I'll tell you one.
This shit make me want to just go to every.
I'll tell you.
But I'm just one person. But you know what I'm saying?
It
made me want to go to every home game now, just
for real,
to be the loudest person and then cuss everybody from all the opposing teams out just because.
For real. I'll tell you one thing though: those folks who decided to sell their tickets and stay home, I bet you they did not regret that.
Why?
Because of how the game turned out, bro.
Okay, here's all right. Let's look at it this way. Do you not think? Would you rather play at a home game or away game? Okay. Think about what I just asked you, and then we'll move forward.
Yeah, home.
I'm not gonna break it down. I'm not gonna break it down.
Well, I'm saying it from.
But
the,
it does.
the fans' perspective. You saying it from the players' perspective.
Okay.
They want to play at home, but as a fan, like if you sold your tickets and you didn't go to that game, and it turned out this way, like you're not mad, like
you're
whatever.
You're a fan,
mm-hmm.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
and you're a fan to support your team.
Yeah.
All right. And you know, as a fan, if you're a fan, then you already know. You done been to games. You already know. Players play harder when they got the backing of their fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it just builds up energy, and it pulls energy from off your fan base that they're there. So that's why I asked the question that I asked. It's like they playing. It's like the Bucs players is playing out of town and at an away game, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a player and I'm hearing MVP from the other team, that shit gonna piss me off. That shit gonna make me. Well, y'all screaming for these motherfuckers. Fuck y'all.
The only way that worked though is if every person with tickets like make a pact that we're not going to sell our tickets to no one, because it's always some folks that's going to sell tickets. And one thing that is the only thing that's the most annoying at Raymond James Stadium, bro, is away fans, bro. Ugh.
Yeah. And I know I said all that stuff about people paying their bills and selling their tickets, but that ain't even an excuse, because this is even when we wasn't having the struggles of the economy. This is a long going. This is the fucking makeup of Tampa.
Yeah, it's always been like
it's always been like that.
We're locals. And we're like the minority, bro. Most folks that live here,
I hate seeing that shit,
are not
bro.
from here, bro. That's just a fact of Tampa, bro. It's not a bunch of us here. Just it.
But moving along,
don't get it twisted. I love my city, bro.
Yeah, I love the city. I just don't love the people. I could love the city and I love the people. And I love the real diehard Bucs fans and stuff. But the other people y'all just suck. Y'all suck. Y'all let other people from everywhere else come and outdo y'all, take what belong to y'all, what y'all work so hard for, and y'all just okay with that. But alright, if you like it, I love it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Look, let's move forward. Before we let you guys go, let's do some quick predictions real quick. The Bucs got the Bills. Let's give them the next few games, and then we'll let you guys go. The Bucs got the Bills, the Rams, the Cardinals, the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Dolphins all the way to December 28th. That's our next few games for this year. So out of the 7 games, how many games are you expecting us to win?
I'm expecting us to win 4 or 5.
How impactful are the Bills and the Rams games?
And the reason
the next 2 weeks.
And the reason I say 4 or 5 is because the Bills and the Rams the Bills are not a very impactful game. The Rams is the one that we need to win.
Okay.
So if we lose next week, it would suck because we lost 2 in a row. But that would be what sucks about that. But if we lost to the Rams, it would suck a different way because we just lost to a top NFC contender, and we want to be a top NFC contender. Because if we get in the playoffs, we beat them. We want them to come see us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Rams is the important one there.
Yeah.
And after that, the Cardinals will get them. The Saints will get them. The Falcons are gonna play us extra hard because they don't want to get swept. But it is what it is, and we might split or sweep the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And then after the Rams, like it gets real easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
My take on that is I feel the Bills game is just as important as the Rams game, only because both of them are away games. As you know, the Bills lost themselves, and the Bills and the Bucs are top ranked teams in their division. So I'm looking for that to be an aggressive game, and the reason why I want us to play that game, another reason why I want us to win that game is I don't want us to get a back-to-back loss. One.
Yeah,
Number two, I don't want us to be on the road and have to go the next following week again on the road with the mindset of some losers. So
let me ask you a question.
Though the Bills game is just as equally important as the Rams game.
Let me ask you a question. If I told you we could only win one, Bills or Rams, which one? We could only win one. You're already doing it wrong. Like it's easy, bro.
I know. What's the record? What's the Rams record?
I don't think it matters, bro. They're in the NFC, bro. That's all that matters, bro. Like I don't care about the Bills. We lose to them, whoop-de-doo, bro. The Rams. We don't want to lose to the Rams. They're in the NFC, bro. The Rams, losing to them has playoff implication. Losing to the Bills is just a loss, bro. We move on.
Yeah, I would pick the Rams.
Come on, man.
But that doesn't negate the fact that I would not want that I'd be okay with.
No, I'm not saying I'm okay. Of course, I don't want to lose. Of course, I don't want to lose 2 in a row. But if we lose it, I understand it's not the end of nothing.
If we lose, I don't understand.
Well, I understand. Because it's about.
If we lose,
it's
I don't
about,
understand. Like, why the fuck is we losing back-to-back games?
Like, I don't want to lose back-to-back games, but if we lose, I understand.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I 100% get what you're saying. But I wouldn't be all right with it.
For our last Super Bowl, we lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, so I don't know why everyone is like, oh, we lost. This is it's not the end of the world, bro. This isn't the NCAA, bro. this isn't like if you lose the game, you don't make the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, I still wouldn't want to say. I hear all
Yeah,
that.
I don't want us to lose, but if we do,
that shit going one ear out the other.
I'm not going to be like if
have,
we lose to the Rams.
I don't have a loser's mentality.
If we lose to the Rams, then it's an issue, bro.
That shit plays a role. That could.
It does.
When you start,
it doesn't.
Yes, it does, bro.
It does. What do
yes,
you
yes.
expect me to
bro,
be mad after every game?
No,
like,
I don't expect for you to get mad after every game, but I expect for you to hold a grudge going into every game. You holding on to a grudge, like, man, I got to do better. Da, da, da. When you go in thinking,
I mean,
it's just the game.
If I'm a player, of course, but I'm not a player. I'm a fan, bro. What
yeah,
you talking about?
but I'm a fan and analyzing in a player's mind. So what I'm saying,
I'm a fan.
I'm saying I'm not talking as a fan.
Okay.
I'm talking as the question that I'm asking you.
Okay.
How impactful is it going into each game? Is what I'm asking you as a player, as an analyst, not as a fan.
As
you
an
talking
analyst,
as a fucking fan,
okay,
bro.
Okay, I'll talk.
God damn.
I'll talk as
we have a job to do. Analyst.
I'll talk as an analyst. The first half of our season went so well, we can go 500 the rest of the way and still win there.
Okay.
And NFC South. That's all that matters, bro.
That's much better. Speak as an analyst. Don't speak as a fan. Like what I'm saying is I'm a fan and I'm just holding on. No, I'm talking about as an analyst. Breaking down the plays for these people.
I'm disconnected myself.
You talking about as a fan.
I'm disconnecting myself from the team.
Let's not talk as
an
fans.
analyst, I'm disconnecting myself from the team.
That's what I'm getting at.
And as a person that's disconnected from the team, that's looking at strategies, because going to the playoff is the most important thing. Losing to the Bills, the Bucs, if the Bucs lose to the Bills, it doesn't make a big deal at all about them going to the playoff. What makes a big deal about going to the playoff is the Rams.
All right.
Okay? That's an analyst.
Okay.
I think you thought I was talking as like a fan. I'm giving you the analyst point of view. A fan, of course I'm gonna be mad. We lost, bro. I'm mad.
The analytic version.
Yeah, but the analyst said the Bills is not a big deal. The Rams is the big deal.
I got you.
Okay.
So
I'm glad we could get that cleared up, people.
So moving on, recap. Bucs lost 28-23. It wasn't the best game of the season. It wasn't the worst game of the season. It was just a game. It was just like a placement game. We would have had love for the Bucs to come back off the bye week and get this W. Unfortunately, they came in with the offense playing mediocre and thus getting a mediocre score, thus falling short. And showing why Baker Mayfield won't be MVP.
I just had a thought. Last show, I said the Patriots are 0-4 on the road. I'm sorry, are 4-0 on the road. Mm-hmm. And the Bucs under Todd Bowles are 0-3 coming out the bottom. So we should have known this was a loss. It was just written, bro.
Yeah, but you also said it's the year of
breaking trends.
Yeah.
But we can break this trend. So
it is what it is, man. Look here. Y'all please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. 100% leave your comment on who you think your MVP is and who do you think is walking the plank. And anything you think that we missed.
Yes, and just like Small said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And once again, want to thank you for tuning in to the Buccaneers Captain Report. I'm big and he is small.
AKA John.
And y'all have a good one, people of the internet. We'll see y'all next time.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I still do love y'all. I know I was talking shit today, but I love y'all.
He
love family.
He don't know you.
Peace, love family.
He don't.